As chair of Lostwithiel Town Team, I'm delighted to finally launch Lostwithiel's Town Trail. The trail is a real celebration of Lostwithiel's heritage, culture, environment, and an educational opportunity for young and old, one and all.
Well, we've really tried to cover all different aspects of Lostwithiel and its environment, looking at the history and heritage that we've got, the local buildings, but also the river by which we're standing at the moment, which runs right through the town from the castle down to the nature reserve. And so we've really wanted to cover everything that we could in a whole series of different trails that crisscross the town in different ways.
Oh, well, this for a start, of which there are 15. They're rubbing plaques, and the idea is children who take part in the Young Explorers Trail will find them, and with the bits of paper they will do a rubbing, and then end up with 15 rubbings of wildlife. Each one is connected to the Young Explorers internet trail, so information in this case about a tawny owl. So they not only do they get out and about in Lostwithiel, but they also learn about its wildlife and other features. So it's all educational.
We wanted something that was specifically for younger people to do. That's not to say that they're not interested in the history, but we wanted something that was to do with the environment and the importance that we all know of the environment today, but to bring that to life with information about the wildlife, the trees, the plant life around the town. And so we devised a trail that begins in Second Island Park, comes through the King George V Park and the parade, comes onto the quays here, and then into Coulson Park and ends in the nature trail. And along there we've put various rubbing posts where children can make brass rubbings with a wax crayon and paper of different animals that they might see if they're lucky. The trail guide is Losty, the local otter, and he takes the people through this and explains about the wildlife that they will see. So they'll find information on bumblebees, dragonflies, moorhens, the swans, the kingfisher, and all of these birds and animals that they can see around them if they look, and find out a little bit more about them and their way of life.
There's a lot of stuff that I've discovered which I didn't know, right on my doorstep really, which is it's unforgivable that I didn't know a lot of this stuff, but at the same time there is so much there that I suspect even people who think they know Lostwithiel really well will probably find something new in this. It's a combination of the history and the architecture of the town, aspects of its heritage, aspects of its culture. I mean, it's clearly centred around things that you can see, but the stories behind it, there's a lot of kind of intangible heritage that's connected with that as well, about how the town's developed and what the part that it's played in Cornwall's history and the part that individuals have played in the history of the town themselves, and how the town is set within the Foy Valley and the part that it's played in that. So it's the obvious things like the church and the bridge and the castle is on the trail, and there are individual buildings, other buildings within the town like the Duchy Palace, all of which have their own stories attached to them. But those are all ways into the story of Lostwithiel over the best part of 1,000 years.
We don't see the town trail as something that is final and complete. It's very much a work in progress. And so we'll be constantly revising it as things change, as we find out more information. But we also want to develop it by adding new trails. We're already talking to someone who works in fabrics and textiles, who wants to use those fabrics as a way of working with local groups to understand the local situation and the environment, and to establish a kind of trail of outdoor textile events, which is quite a novel idea. In the various side streets, most of them now private houses. But it'd be very interesting to try and see exactly how lively it was in the Victorian period, and that would be something that perhaps would complement the Dickensian evening. And we're really open to all sorts of ideas that people might have about developing what we hope they will see as their trail. It's not our trail, it's a town trail.
So we just wanted to say thank you to all those who've been involved in this incredible project. Cornwall Council's Town Delivery Fund has enabled the town team to bring this incredible project to Lostwithiel. We also want to thank the Town Council, the Community Centre and St Bartholomew's Church, who have helped us to deliver some of the infrastructure. We've got listening posts, we've got bike racks, and we've got a fantastic sign alongside the Community Centre which identifies the timeline of all the history of Lostwithiel. So come down, enjoy the trail, rain or shine. All you need to do is come down to Lostwithiel, scan the QR code, be exploring the incredible Foy River Valley and everything that we have to offer here in Lostwithiel.